how far away was your college town to, like, the nearest big city?
So we're right between Osaka and Kyoto. I think it was like 45 minutes to Kyoto and like maybe 30 minutes to Osaka. So either or.
What were some of your favorite memories from being in Japan?
So I went to a baseball game, and it was so nice. I had no idea that me and my friend got tickets in like the super fan seats.
Ooh.
Yeah, so like we got there and like we're the only two like foreigners there. Like everybody knew each other. Like they were like, saying hi, like
Aww.
yeah, but like they welcome us. Like we were like talking about the difference between like American and like Japanese baseball. It was so fun. I was stepping onto the train, and so was my friend, and my friend steps onto the back of my shoe. I get on the train, but my shoe does not.
Oh no!
So I'm like looking at the platform, like, where the hell did my shoe go? And then I look underneath the train. There it is. My friend literally like yelled to the nearest like train station attendant. They had to like pause the train from like leaving. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It was a little embarrassing.
And was that conversation all in Japanese, or were you able to speak English a lot?
I was completely silent because I was in shock.
Right.
Shock horror.
Well, you lost a shoe.
Yeah, but
what
my
were you
friend,
gonna do?
like, all she had to do was say, like, sumimasen, which means excuse me. And she was like, kutsu, which means shoe. And the train station attendant, he understood right away.
Right.
Like, he left, he got his little grabber thing. It was, like, completely easy. Yeah.
Were there any other type of, like, weird just happenings that occurred to you in that type of situation?
In that type of situation?
In, like, in a situation where you had to translate, but you were, like, worried or nervous, and so it was hard to translate, or just any other, like, kind of wacky situations?
So I also got my phone stolen.
Yay! Let's talk about pickpocketing!
Yeah, it's a really big thing, and I should have saw it coming. Not to victim blame myself, but you notice, like, when you're in Osaka, that a lot of, like, girls, like, they wear, like, lanyards that connect to their phone.
Yeah, I had one.
Lucky you. I did not, and one unfortunate night, my phone got stolen while I was in Osaka, and I couldn't get back home because the train stopped. Yeah, so I had to, like, I was lucky I was with my friend, but I had to explain to, like, the staff at the place that I was in, like, oh, somebody stole my phone. They understood it, like, pretty decently, mostly because, like, my, like, recent unit in my Japanese course had to do with, like, pickpocketing.
It's so
and,
perfect.
Like, it was, like, I was like, is this, like...
Pop vocab quiz.
Like, what in the simulation is happening right now? So, like, in that sense, like, especially, like, in Osaka, where, like, they're more used to, like, talking with and working through conversations, like, with foreigners. Like, I wasn't ever, like, scared to have a conversation, or, like, scared that they weren't gonna understand me. It was also kind of hard because, like, I didn't have, like, my default, like, Google Translate to turn back to, obviously, because I didn't have a phone. But I still made it through.
Do you have any tips on how to be safe as a woman going abroad?
That's an interesting question, and it really depends on, like, where you're going, and also, like, how comfortable you are in situations. The biggest tip that I can give is to always, like, go out with somebody. Always go out with somebody that you can trust. So if you're going out, like, clubbing, for example, don't just go out with one person who you just met. Always go out in a group and fixate on somebody. Like, be sticky.
Get a buddy.
Yeah. So I was always that sticky person for, like, somebody else. I was like, where did blank go? Like, I need to find them. Yeah. So, like, that's how you stick together. I always go out in groups, really.
Yeah, that's smart. Bigger is better for sure. Do you have any tips for students who are thinking about studying abroad in Japan? What was, like, your defining factor for studying abroad in Japan?
So I think I mentioned before that I already went once. I just really, really, really wanted to go again. It was like an insatiable need to like go back. And honestly, I chose UOP because I was required to study abroad. So if like you have like that like urge and like you're not sure if you can like not study abroad, if you're not sure that you can go abroad like outside of school, most definitely take your chance. Do it. Also, like, getting like to Japan is like a little spendy, so like having like a reason why you're going is kind of key. So it's kind of like an excuse. It's like,
especially as a student, when you still have responsibilities but not as many as someone who has a full-time job, it's like the perfect time to go.
Right. I was like, well, I mean, I have to go, so...
You have to go!
Yeah. It's like, it's not like a vacation. It's like, you know, I'm going there, I'm gonna study,
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's studying abroad, which
unfortunately,
it's really easy to forget when you're there.
Yeah, it was tough.
What was the biggest impact that you've noticed since coming back from studying abroad?
I am a lot more outgoing. That's what I've noticed. And it's a little odd because I was painfully shy before studying abroad, but like I went alone. Like my first semester I was the only person from UOP to like, you know, study abroad at that specific school. I had to like literally like find someone and be like, oh my god, wait, you're leaving the building? I'm leaving the building. Where are you going?
Just like pick someone to talk to and be friends with, and that's how you make friends abroad.
Exactly.
So sweet. Do you have any tips and advice just in general for students who want to study abroad?
Really, like my biggest like tip is to like spend your time abroad in a way that like you won't like regret later. Which is something that was like really hard for me, because like my first semester I was kind of like, I mean, I lost my phone for like a whole month. Like it was really hard for me to like get out because like, you know, Wi-Fi and like you know, traveling. But there are things that I could have done. Like I could have like, you know, found a friend and been like, hey, please, let's do something together. Like, can you like, you know, save me? So like I have a couple of regrets with, you know, that. Also, like, make sure that you're like traveling as much as you can. Yeah, because like those were like the biggest like experiences like that I remember. Like I did a solo trip like all by myself, second semester. I was so proud.
Okay, well, thanks everybody for watching this episode of the Abroadcast. I hope it inspired you to start thinking about studying abroad, maybe in Japan. Remember, it is super affordable to study abroad. You just pay regular Pacific tuition. There are so many scholarships available out there for you. Your study abroad ambassadors, this is what we love to talk about. So if you ever have questions, come see us. We're at the Bechtel International Center, located right by Costa Jackson in the Quads. You could follow us on Instagram, pacific.abroad, and stay safe out there, and we'll see you next time.